Tak ahoj, já vás zdravím další dílu této série, kdy hrajeme různé hry, abyste viděli, co vás čeká, co vás nemne. Dneska budeme hrát hru Biomutant. Je to hra už staršího ražení, vlastně 2 roky stará, ta je 2021. Ta hra je v angličtině, ale já jsem na to stáhl AI češtinu, abyste z toho něco měli. A já, protože já úplně jako vím o tom, ale nějak jsem to... Není to hra, která by mě lákala. Ale protože na X-Zone bylo po vánoční prodej, takže za nějakých 120 korun plus kredity, co jsem tam měl, takže jsem to měl za 300 korun na poštovný, myslím, takže za necelou stovku, tak jsem si to koupil. Podívám se, to aspoň. Tak, já to ještě nehrál, tak uvidíme, o co bude, jako vím, o co jde, jo, ale prej to není špatný, ale zase to není nic extra, jo. Ale uvidíme, no. Co vím, tak se to odehrává ve světě, kdy byl svět zničen a nastolila tam vláda zvířat, asi. Ale uvidíme, necháme se překvapit, o co bude. Tak dám novou hru, dáme easy, ať na to stačí.
Encode your DNA.
Já tady si můžu vybrat. Rexe, Hila, Fipa, Mr. A jo, to jsou ty... I byty. Já tady mám inteligenci. No. Nechci být úplně... Dumdon nechci být úplně jako... Chtěl bych mít trochu, abych byl hebitej. Ale co vím, tak tam potom, jestli bude velký nebo malý, podle toho se odvíjí ta bytost. Necháme takhle, dáme.
Define your genetic structure.
Jo, to je ono. Když intelekt, tak bude hlava menší, ne? Teda vyšší, takhle jsem chtěl říct. Chci být trochu... Necháme to takhle. Cože? Malá hlava úplně, charisma velký, ale malá hlava. Tak víc co, tak to necháme takhle. To je jedno. Jak to budu hrát pak někdy, tak se to tam jinak. Tak, potvrdíme. Tady je i odolnost. A radioaktivita, teplo, biohrozba. Tak teplo asi bude hodit. Ale na chlad budu úplně 0 mít. A tak budu aspoň na teplo pořádně. A radioaktivita, no, nechám to tak. Vyber si srst. Tak jo. A tady si můžeme i... Jo.
Pick your main color.
A primární barva. Aha, tady můžete... Tak, nebudeme to nějak...
Choose your detail color.
Necháme to
Pick
tak.
a dead eye.
Ty vole.
Commando. Psy-freak. Saboteur. Sentinel. Dead eye. Commando. Psy-freak. Commando. Psy-freak.
Normálně bych si dal asi Psy-freak.
Dead eye. Psy-freak. Dead eye. Commando.
Ups,
Dead
ale
eye. Commando.
tam si komando prostě
Commando chosen.
klasika.
Good choice. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living. But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Let me introduce
Ah,
myself.
they-
I'm the light and bright side of you, or your inner voice to be precise. An echo of balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
Seems more like you're being light-headed if you ask me, but you'll come around eventually.
But what comes around goes all the way back around.
In your nature, and here I was hoping we'd be all about natural select.
Ha! Natural selection is all about evolution.
Right is always right. Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on
Co
others.
jsem četl, tak ten vypravěč je pak postupem času člověk je alergický na něj.
Do you remember the
Jako
beast that
nemluvím za
shattered
sebe,
your
zatím mi
family?
nevadí, ale kdo
Or did
ví.
you choose to forget?
Tak herní doba té hry
Turned
je,
your
myslím,
back on our world
25
and got
hodin,
lost
tak
in your
nějak.
own.
Samozřejmě, když to chcete vybrat ten
Predator
svět, tak
only
to
grew
vědí.
stronger.
Blbě se to... Ovladačem by to bylo lepší, ale... Ale tak nechám to zatím tak.
You better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story.
Já jsem viděl v ukázce, teď tam hodí ten, no, a teď se rozsvítil ty oči, ne? Ne. Já jsem viděl právě trailer nebo ukázku. A teď se očí. Teď bouchne pěkně. No, graficky mě to zatím nějak nasilnilo, ale tak to. A víme, jaký to bude samozřejmě. Je to taky. Elektrickou modu. Aha. To je u vás nějaký?
Strung up. The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death. But some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways. Super effective. Right between the eyes. At least you're not coming out of this empty-handed.
Úroveň 2.
Watch out for you.
Dám boj na dálku teda. Tak třeba to. Ukáž, mapa. Jo, ta je celkem velká, teď záleží jak bude.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa.
Já vlastně ani nevím kam jdu.
No, really, I mean it.
Možná zatím nemám žádný cíl.
mooks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Sock it to him.
Jako je to tady hodně, to mám rád. Hodně věcí, co dělat, ale to mám rád, no. Ale přijde mi to, já vím, že je to 2 roky starý, ale graficky mi to přijde hodně jako takový špatný, jako. A to hrajou na největší detaily, jo. Teda aspoň myslím, teda. Dám nastavení, jestli tam je. Jo. Vysoký.
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind. The right key could open this.
Hádanka.
Just a few moves left. Make them count.
Jo, to je... Jo, to je... Jasně. Ty na píp. Tak. Yeah.
There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours. Spark metal going pew pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door.
Tak.
There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered.
Ježmara.
We'd better help him out. Fists of fury. Dead already. Knock 'em out. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. Sure useful.
Nový přítel, starý přítel.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
Dávno v minulosti, když jsem byl ještě malej myšák, nebo křiček, nebo co to je.
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here.
jsem tady. Tak.
Sounds like he thinks she does, despite your... He understands why you came all the way out. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there.
Ježmarja, ten velký. O, vypadá, že jsem ještě děcko, že? Sesekej. Glitter grass.
You found one. You should be proud. The Nono's key energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into... You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall... You'll need a net to catch the Nono.
Hop, síť přijata.
You handle that net like you've never done any. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world.
Lidi říkají, že ten výpravěč je hrozný.
But today,
svázejí Nono se stromem. Nevím, zatím musím říct, že mě to neláká ta hra vůbec. Nějak mě nezaujala. Já jsem řekl, že to teda potom budu hrát, ale musím říct, že mě to vůbec, ale vůbec neláká. Ale to je jedno, jako, jsem to pořídil za 100. Což je do sbírky další hra. Ale já možná si to zahraju časem, ale až fakt nebudu nic dělat.
He lost you there for a
Já to přeskočím, že už
the tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long. Records tell of the ruinous devastation the Toxanol Corporation in. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merkpuff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the Tribe War and the situation with the World Eaters.
Dostal jsem síťku. Tak jo, já si myslím, že tady to můžeme ukončit. Musím říct, že ta hra, bohužel mě moc nezaujala. Jako o grafiku nejde, kolikrát to říkám furt, že když je dobrá hratelnost, příběh, tak grafiku neřeším, ale vůbec to není líbivý. A zatím mě to nějak neoslovilo, a přitom je to hra 2 roky stará, z roku 2001. 2000, kolik tam bylo? 21? No tak, no 2 roky, dejme tomu. Takže takhle, no. Ale zkuste to. Nevím, kolik to stojí, ale byl výprodej a ve výprodeji to stalo, já nevím, 120 korun, jako, jo. Jinak cena té hry je, myslím, 300, 250, tak nějak. Tak jo, já si myslím, že tady to můžeme ukončit. Děkuji, že jste mě sledovali. Dejte odběr, like a příště se vidíme. Tak moc a čau.